Wake up and you'll find that the global IQ is dropped by 1,000 times. The once universally known 99 multiplication table has become the world's most difficult math problem. Xin Feng, if you kowtow to me, I'll reluctantly compete with you. The man's face finally eased a bit. As long as Xin Feng agreed, he could defeat Xin Feng and regain some face for himself. Man, if I lose, I will kowtow, and if you lose, you also have to. Xin Feng, no need to say the rest, the word lose doesn't exist in my dictionary. Before the man could finish speaking, Xin Feng interrupted him. The man smirked, his previous anger disappearing. I will regain my dignity and show you what a true second-grade powerhouse is. Xin Feng, stop blabbering and let's get started. Man, when I see blood on your forehead when you kowtow. Xin Feng, if you keep talking, I won't participate. The girl behind them, Louis, couldn't help but laugh. The man was taken aback, then clenched his teeth and stopped making threats. Didn't expect the fox demon mask to encounter a second-grade student without any panic. A first-grade student dares to act arrogantly in front of second-grade powerhouses. Do you really think we second-grade powerhouses are pushovers? Lin Gu, get him. Let him know how terrifying second-grade powerhouses can be. The person behind the man, holding a calculator, said fiercely to the man sitting across from Xin Feng. The man named Lin Gu had a smug expression on his face. Don't worry, I will give this ignorant person a profound lesson. Xin Feng, no need to compare. Before the man could finish speaking, Xin Feng interrupted him. Lin Gu, let's start. Let's call the referee. Xin Feng, give the gambling coins on the table to Lu. This girl. Xin Feng realized he almost slipped up and quickly changed his words. Louis looked slightly surprised. What did you just say? Xin Feng, take the money and don't come back again. Lin Gu shook his head helplessly and waved his hand. Take it, take it. Louis, why did you help me? Lin Gu, don't disturb me while I deal with him, just go. Louis didn't say anything else. She glanced at Xin Feng again but didn't notice anything suspicious. Louis, thank you, I really need this money now. I can't help much here, so you should do your best. After saying this to Xin Feng, Louis picked up the money on the table and left. As soon as Louis left, the referee came in. Lin Gu glanced at the referee. Let's begin. Lin Gu took out the gambling coins from the basket and placed them on the table. Lin Gu, aren't you going to put yours? Xin Feng, I never said I would bet. Lin Gu, alright, very well, but I will still make you kowtow to me. Xin Feng, let's start. Lin Ji's words were once again interrupted by Xin Feng. Lin Ji's mouth twitched as he stared fiercely at Xin Feng. The referee stood between the two of them and started dealing the cards. Lin Gu, ha ha ha, Queen of Hearts. Xin Feng calmly turned over his cards on the table. Everyone's eyes were fixed on them. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, I've never seen such bad luck. Ha, two of spades. This is hilarious. Ha, still wearing the fox demon mask. The big two of spades on the table made everyone burst into laughter. Xin Feng had a speechless expression. Xin Feng, a bunch of idiots. Lin Gu, ha, say whatever you want. I've already won. Xin Feng, 20-5-6 equals how much? Lin Ji's words were once again interrupted by Xin Feng, his face filled with anger. Lin Gu, let me think. After saying that, Lin Gu started counting on the table with his fingers. Xin Feng had a speechless expression. It's actually a mixed question? A first-grade student can solve this? I bet he doesn't even know the answer himself. The people behind them kept chattering. Xin Feng, referee, is the 30 seconds almost up? Referee, last 5 seconds. Lin Gu, hurry up and calculate. Lin Gu, hurry up. The people behind him kept urging Lin Gu. Just as time was about to run out, tiny beads of sweat appeared on Lin Ji's forehead. Are you rushing me? It equals 9. The people behind him let out a long sigh of relief. Lin Gu encountered 2 bright red lights ahead. Referee, blue team answered correctly, earns 1 point. Lin Gu proudly smiled and said, hee, it's not too late to admit defeat now. Xin Feng asked, what is 27 plus 5-3? Lin Ji's expression changed. Mixed addition and subtraction? You know mixed addition and subtraction? Referee, there are still 27 seconds left. Lin Gu panicked and quickly wrote and drew on the table. This is mixed addition and subtraction. How could a first grader know this? Did I hear correctly? Mixed addition and subtraction? I seriously doubt that he doesn't even know the answer to the question he asked. The people behind him looked at Xin Feng in shock and discussed quietly. They didn't notice the beads of sweat on Lin Ji's forehead. Referee, there are only 10 seconds left. Lin Gu didn't know if he heard it. He buried his head and kept gesturing with his hands. The people behind him didn't urge Lin Gu anymore. They quietly waited for him to come up with the correct answer. Referee, 5 seconds left. Referee, 2 seconds. Referee, Time. Lingu equals 15. At the last moment, Lingu finally looked up and answered. It seems like I answered incorrectly. Qin Feng sneered. Humph. Whether I'm right or wrong, it's not up to you to decide. Lingu coldly snorted. As expected, a green light lit up in front of Lingu. Wrong? How is that possible? Lingu actually got it wrong, but he definitely can't answer it himself. Referee, blue team answered incorrectly. No points. Red team, your turn. So what if I'm wrong? Can you answer this question? Although Lingu answered incorrectly, there was no panic on his face. Qin Feng, 29. Qin Feng interrupted Lingu once again. Lingu was stunned for a moment. Do you think you can just say any number and be right? As soon as he finished speaking, a red light lit up in front of Qin Feng. Referee, red team answered correctly, earns 1 point, both teams are tied, 1 question left. Damn, I don't even need to think about it? Damn, this is mixed addition and subtraction. He actually got it right. Oh my god, could it be that he's not in first grade? The people behind him looked at Qin Feng in shock, constantly sizing him up. This is impossible. How can you be in first grade? Lingu stood up from his seat, staring at Qin Feng in disbelief. Qin Feng, 35 plus 8-5-4, what is the answer? How could you know a second grade question? You're cheating. You must be cheating. Lingu ignored the last question and shouted angrily at Qin Feng. Yes, he must be cheating. Quick, call someone to search, he must be cheating. A group of people behind Lingu shouted excitedly. Qin Feng remained calm. Did you hide your calculator? Lingu, anyway, even if you win today, I'll still be banned. Soon, a group of people came in with machines. One of the leading men waved his hand, and the group of people walked towards the 2 people at the gambling table. Who's cheating? One of the men said coldly. Him. It's him. Lingu excitedly pointed at Qin Feng with his finger. Qin Feng, search, let's search together, including the people behind. As soon as he finished speaking, Lingu and the men behind him's expressions changed. Search them all. The leading man coldly snorted, and the group of people began scanning with their machines. Beep beep beep. The machines beeped. Beep. The man behind Lingu looked nervous, anxiously watching the scanning people. One calculator. One of the staff members found a calculator from the man's clothes. Tell me, who were you cheating for? The leading man looked coldly at the calculator and slowly spoke to the man. The man was so nervous that he couldn't speak, his forehead was sweating profusely, and he didn't dare to lift his head. The leading man, if you don't speak, we have surveillance footage. Lin Ji's face didn't look any better. Search again, he definitely cheated. Leader, don't you believe us? Search again. Those people took out their devices and scanned Qin Feng several times. Leader, do you believe now? Lingu, this is impossible. This is impossible. He's only in first grade. Lingu, how is this possible? How can a first grader do mixed addition and subtraction? Lingu stared in shock, his eyes wide open, his mouth forming a big O, standing there like a wooden puppet. Oh my god. He didn't cheat? The legendary fox demon mask? Oh my god. Lingu is in big trouble this time. The people around also looked incredulous. Leader, how did the surveillance go? We found it. The staff handed the tablet to the leader. Leader, our numerology department strongly opposes cheating. I'm sure everyone knows the consequences. The leader looked at Lingu and slowly spoke. Will you walk out on your own, or shall we take you? Lingu hadn't recovered from the shock yet, his eyes blank, and he kept muttering, this is impossible, this is impossible. The leader shook his head. Take him away. He will never be allowed to enter the numerology department again. Yes. The person behind quickly walked to Lin Ji's side, dragging him and the man behind him who was still standing in place. This is impossible, this is impossible. Lingu shouted again as they approached the door. The group followed, and the numerology department, which was originally crowded, was almost half empty. Qin Feng slowly accepted all the gambling coins on the table, put them in a basket, and walked towards the door. Wait! Suddenly, a voice came from behind. Qin Feng turned around in confusion. Which school do you attend? A man asked. Qin Feng, do I need to tell you? Man, I heard that the last-ranked Nanshan Elementary School won the competition this year with a perfect score and can participate in the elite competition. Man, the person who can get a perfect score is the first in our district, and your demonstrated ability. So I can only connect you together. Qin Feng remained calm and smiled. So, it turns out that not everyone in this world is an idiot. The man was puzzled. What do you mean? Qin Feng, that competition was for kindergartners, I'm in first grade. The man suddenly realized, right, I forgot about that. The champion was from kindergarten, and you're in first grade. My guess was wrong. After saying this, the man lowered his head, pondered, and no longer paid attention to Qin Feng. Qin Feng also stopped talking, turned around, and left the numerology department. Just as he passed the staircase, he saw a familiar figure standing by the window, with hair gently swaying in the breeze. Her index finger was holding a long cigarette, and smoke continuously wafted out of her mouth, floating in the air and slowly rising. From a distance, it gave a fragmented feeling. If a woman who doesn't smoke is like a rosy blush, then a woman who smokes is a cold-hearted mandrake. Do you have something on your mind? Seeing this scene, Qin Feng couldn't help but ask. Hearing the voice, Xing Jia quickly turned around. When she saw Qin Feng, she stomped out the cigarette that was only half smoked under her foot. After doing all this, Xing Jia spoke to Qin Feng. Hee, little brother, don't imitate big sister, it's not good. Very beautiful. Qin Feng didn't answer her question, but said to himself, what's beautiful? Xing Jia looked at Qin Feng in confusion. The way you smoke is beautiful. Hearing this, Xing Jia's face visibly turned red, then she quickly recovered without leaving a trace. Hee, am I not beautiful when I don't smoke? Xing Jia couldn't help but tease the just-turned adult brother in front of her. Such a good cigarette, what a waste. What? Faced with Qin Feng, who only talked about what he wanted to say regardless of what she asked, Xing Jia also felt helpless and asked in confusion. Qin Feng didn't say anything, his gaze fixed on Xing Jia's shoes, where there was a crushed cigarette. Xing Jia smiled and understood Qin Feng's meaning. It seems like you had a good harvest today. Xing Jia imitated Qin Feng's manner and didn't answer him. She saw the handful of gambling coins in Qin Feng's hand and asked. Qin Feng smiled at her words, you learned fast. Hee, you're at it again. Xing Jia didn't get angry but laughed instead when Qin Feng didn't respond to her teasing. Being teased by Qin Feng improved Xing Jia's mood quite a bit, and her smile deepened. I'm sorry for interrupting your smoking. It was quite bothersome. Take me to exchange these for money. Do you have time? Of course, you're a guest here, so naturally, I have to serve you, even if you made me waste half a cigarette. Isn't the commission you deducted from me enough to buy half a cigarette? Qin Feng joked. Little brother, that's the company's requirement, it has nothing to do with me. Xing Jia explained cheerfully, leading Qin Feng to the front desk as she spoke. Can you lower the air conditioning a bit? It's so hot. How many things are you dissatisfied with here? Xing Jia joked with a smile. There are plenty. Can you keep the low IQ people away? This is the underground black market, as long as you have money. Even the mentally challenged? Little brother, you have so many questions, give me the gambling coins quickly. Qin Feng swallowed his question and handed the gambling coins to Xing Jia. Xing Jia took the coins and started exchanging them. Her eyes were fixed on the gambling machine, her fair face, delicate oval face, and mature charm exuded from her. Qin Feng was somewhat fascinated by her serious expression. What grade are you in? Xing Jia looked at the gambling machine and asked seriously. After waiting for a while and not getting a response from Qin Feng, she looked up at him in confusion. When she saw his face, she was startled. Qin Feng was staring at her with a fascinated expression, almost drooling. Seeing this scene, Xing Jia couldn't help but laugh. She said with a smile, a man's nature never changes, no matter how old he is. Qin Feng snapped out of it when he heard Xing Jia's words. Is that what the old man said? This isn't lust, it's appreciation.